Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day is Balance out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. Major Arcana card, and this is the second one that's out there. You got the Green Woman still out there, and then you've got 2 stones and 2 vessels. So, when I think about this card, I think about where am I at balance-wise in my life? How's my spiritual balance? And that's a question I ask you, and I'm going to ask you these questions. How's your spiritual balance? How's your physical balance? How's your work-life balance? How is your family balance? How is your relationship balance? How's, your financial balance, mental balance, psychological balance, emotional balance, right? All of those have a lot of things in common. But for me, when I think about it, the thing that I see in common is me. Because I can control that. I can control what's in balance. I can control my financial balance. How do you do that? All right, well, you monitor what's coming in and you monitor what's going out. And you say to yourself, I'm not going to spend frivolously on, things I don't need. I ask myself the question, is it a need or is it a want? And a lot of times, if it's a want, I don't get it, right? Sometimes, if it's a need, then I'll think about it and maybe I'll start saving for it. If it's an emotional balance that I look at, it's like, okay, what's got me off kilter? Right? What has got me emotionally off balance? Could it be a relative? Could it be a significant other? Am I letting them take me off of balance? Was it something they said? And so often we get trapped in that game, right? We get trapped in that power struggle between other people. And it's the same thing with all, whatever aspect it is. You have to think about, the yin and yang, right? The giving in and the going out, right? Making sure that you're giving enough energy, making sure you're taking enough energy, right? Making sure you're eating right, making sure you're exercising right, right? It's fueling the system and it's energizing, letting that energy come out. So, here you've got, 2 serpents wrapped around a tree. And the red is for blood and the white is for milk and bone. Okay, so, with that, there's a balance within our own body. Okay, there's a balance of that blood, and there's a balance of that bone. There's a balance of the blood coursing through our veins. There's a balance of the bone keeping us strong, right? How do we keep our bones strong? We drink milk. To me, it also represents the helix of our DNA strand, I should say, not stand. And, there's also a light and dark side, within our lives. Like I said, that yin and yang, as well as in the wildwood forest. There's also a balance between humanity and nature. And, over the last couple days, if you're following me, I'm traveling. I'm traveling by bike. And, sometimes the days are long and sometimes the days are easy, right? It all depends on which way the wind's blowing. But you find that balance of nature. Listening to, the birds chirping in the air as you're riding along, okay? Becoming one with nature, becoming one with the road, right? Becoming one with your environment. That's the balance that you seek. With balance, this card in the normal Rider-Waite tarot deck is also known as Temperance. And, that kind of represents inner strength and tranquility. It's finding that inner strength within, right? Yesterday we talked about that 10 of bows and responsibility. All right. Being responsible is taking on that inner strength. Taking on that skill set of that 8 of stones is taking on that responsibility, is taking on that inner strength of growing in what you know, right? And as a result, you know, you can put your handprint on the wall. You can be satisfied with what you're doing, your craftsmanship. You can be glad in knowing that the tribe has made you, signified you as a leader, let's say, to carry that burden up the mountain. You know, this could be an initiation, you know, but more than likely, you know, they chose you because they knew you could be counted on for that responsibility. And in both of those cases, why it may seem daunting and challenging, there's a tranquility within, because it's like, I'm being recognized. I'm being understood for who I am, all right? Just as that green woman's nurturing us, you know, with that milk, okay? It's given us that tranquility inside, you know, and it's a key to a higher self. Now, with most of the life lessons cards, patience is the key. And it's key to be balanced in all aspects of your life. And, you know, some areas are going to be 50-50. Some areas are going to be 60-40. Some areas are going to be 10-90. Okay? It all, you know, it's a work in progress. You know? And, you know, once you maintain the one, you know, you work on another, right? Whatever is easier. You know, take a moment on your journey and rest and be still, you know? Don't be like that Four of Vessels boredom where she's sitting there wondering what the heck is going on, being lazy, you know, not realizing, you know, what's behind her. But just take that moment and listen. Listen to the birds. Listen to whatever is out in your environment. And just be still. You know, I'm going to set this card down and just open yourself up. And look at the sunrise. Look at the sunset. Look at the sky. Just take a deep breath. And let it out. And be still. Reflect on what's transpired for you in the last 24 hours. See where you've come from in the last 6 months. Is there understanding and knowing along the way? Have you grown? You know, what about your strengths? That Woodward card just fell off, right? Do you have confidence in yourself? More now than what you did a week ago, a month ago, 6 months ago? Trust in yourself and in your strengths to find that inner balance. Okay? Now, balance is necessary to free ourselves from fears and self-doubts. You know, and anytime there's fear out there or self-doubt, that holds us back. You know what? And you know, here's a great analogy. I've done some bike riding before, but I've never done bike touring, right? And every day my confidence grows. Every day my trust grows in my abilities. You know, when I started out, it was only 30 miles. Now I'm up to 50, 55. And, you know, if I let fear and self-doubt come in and I stop trusting my own abilities, then I lose my confidence. And I don't, you know, I'm not able to move forward. Okay? It's just very discouraging not to be able to, you know, do what you want and live the dream that you have, right? And at that time, you know, when that happens, you're not growing spiritually. Okay? When you start trusting yourself and you're moving forward and you're finding that balance, then you're having a good day. Whether it's in rain, snow, hot weather, it doesn't make a difference. You're still moving down that road. Somewhere along the line, when you find that balance, you'll know it. You'll get that aha moment. And your higher self will open up. It'll open up and say, you know what? You've reached this balance. It's good. You've gained that trust. You've gained that, the universe is talking to you. You've gained that trust. You gained that self-confidence. And you found that balance, within whatever you were looking for, life or relationship, finances, however you want to look at it. It's almost like a light bulb goes off. It's like, man, why didn't I do this before? Right? So that's today's card of the day, Balance, out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.